Today you can see how I turned 20 6x6 patterned paper sheets plus some scraps into 39 Valentine's Day cards. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. This is the Smash Those Small Pads collaboration. Just a small collab I do with my friend Sarah, who's crafting and relaxing here on YouTube, and Kathy, who is Stampin' Cat over on Instagram. And we focus on using pads that are smaller than 12 by 12. So this month I have the Critter Valentines pack from Not Too Shabby Shop. It originally had 24 sheets. I have used some. I have some scraps, and I have like 20 full sheets left. So I'm going to use my No Scraps workbook. And even though it does call for 24 sheets, I can leave out one of the sketches and still make a good number of cards using up this adorable little Valentine's collection. So I have the pad and I have the ephemera pieces, so I am excited to get playing with these. So let's get crafting. I did go ahead and do all of my cutting off camera, so I will be doing the full assembly with you all today. Before I forget, please be sure to check out the links to Sarah and Kathy in the description box below so you can see what pads they chose to use this month and what they decided to make. And then also any of the products that I'm using today, whether it's Not Too Shabby Shop or the Trinity stamp set that I used later on in the video, I will link those down in the description box for you as well. The Not Too Shabby collection is so cute. I mean, all Not Too Shabby collections are so cute, but I love all the little Valentine's critters in this one. And then also the workbook I'm using is a purchased PDF that you can download, and basically, if you are unfamiliar with it, it is a guide that I have put together that helps you take an entire 24 sheet 6x6 pad and smash it and turn it into 40 cards with no scraps left over. So it provides the cutting guides for all of the pattern papers, as well as some additional sheets of cardstock for matting layers. And again, you know, I've tried to use all of those papers efficiently so that you won't have any, or you will have minimal, like barely usable scraps left at the end. And I even give you tips on how to use those if you choose. So it is a purchased item. I will link that in the description box as well. It does use a lot. Well, it uses all of my, not all of them. It combines several of my free sketch sets into this workbook. But I have added some additional steps and instructions and cutting guides to it. So this one is a purchased item. So I will also link in the description box. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going in the description box today, but I do have more of a full tutorial on how to use the workbook. So if you want to see more of the cutting process, I'll link that down in the description box below as well. But I did have to speed this one up quite a bit, just because I want you to go check out Sarah's video as well, and you know, hop on over to Instagram to see Kathy's post. But my full process was probably, I think it was like 2 hours 45 minutes ish before I sped it up, and then cutting time was probably like another hour. Or probably like planning and cutting is, you know, I do go through and try and, before I start cutting anything, figure out which papers I'm going to use for which cutting guide, just to make sure I don't end up with two of the same prints when I get down to the last one. It does help if you're using double-sided paper, because you do have a little more flexibility in that particular instance. But so planning and cutting was probably another hour. So still, all in was under 4 hours to make my 39 cards. So I showed you I had some scraps there in the beginning when I was showing you the pad, and I do turn those into 3 additional cards at the very end. I didn't use any sketches for those. I just kind of took the pieces and figured out how I could make them work. And they were scraps left over from a KCC challenge video that I did earlier in 2025. So there was like a weird scrap that I cut in half and was able to kind of turn it into like an arrow shape, which I thought was kind of cool. But anyway, something else to note is I did use a lot of the scraps that I had left over, the cardstock scraps that I had left over on the insides of the cards, or you'll see me in the video use them to create some dimension behind some layers so that things lay flat on certain cards. So you'll see how, that's an additional way to use some of the scraps that you have left. And then I also did use some on the insides of the cards because not all of the cutting guides allowed for pattern paper to be left over for the inside of the cards. I do bring in a lot of heart embellishments from my stash. So these are from the Paper Studio line from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they're even still available because I've had them in my stash for a long time, and I decided I want to try and use some of those hearts up. So I do bring those in for some additional embellishments, and then in a couple cases I do use a Love from Lizzie strip pack just to add some additional separation on, or kind of emphasis, I guess is the word I'm looking for, on some cards as well. So enough chat. I will just turn on some music for you all and let you either craft along with me or enjoy the process, and we'll catch back up with you at the very end.
There were days where we thought we wouldn't make it out, but we stuck it out. Today's our day. Today's our day. There were nights we would fight, no end in sight, nothing was right. Tonight's our night. Tonight's our night. I'll fight for you until this life is over. There's no giving up here, babe. We'll make it out and fall in love tonight. Ain't nothing needed but us feeling right. Just take a chance, we got a wild ride. Wait and see, you and me, we were meant to be. We were meant to be. We were meant to be. There were times when we found it, fell back in love. The best still to come. Our time is now. Our time is now. I'll fight for you until this life is over. There's no giving up here, babe. We'll make it out and fall in love tonight. Ain't nothing needed but us feeling right. Just take a chance, we got a wild ride. Wait and see, you and me, we were meant to be. We were meant to be. We were meant to be. We were meant to be.
here are my 39 cards. I hope you guys enjoyed the process today. Again, please be sure to check out that description box for all of the links and information. And this is filming this on, or airing this on December 30th. So I wish you all a very happy new year. And as always, I thank you so much for your time and hope that you all have a very crafty day.